Have you ever felt like you've thrown money away? After seeing this, you'll feel like a financial genius. Welcome to What the Rich Do, the place where common sense is a luxury that billionaires simply cannot afford. Today, we are not going to waste time talking about 3-deck yachts or mansions with 20 bathrooms, because let's be honest, if you have $1 billion, buying a big house has some logic. Today, we are going to cross the thin, golden line that separates exclusivity from authentic clinical madness. We are going to analyze objects that shouldn't exist, but that someone in a fit of extreme boredom or excessive ego decided were worth millions. From literal trash that costs the same as a sports car to water that is worth more than your children's college degree. Is it status, is it an investment, or is it simply that there is nothing left to buy on this planet? Get ready, because we are going to dissect the psychology of absurd spending. These are the 10 real objects that prove that when your bank account has no bottom, price is the only value that really matters. Imagine paying hundreds of dollars for something that you would normally be given for free at the corner stationery store, or that you would find forgotten at the bottom of a drawer. We start our list with something small but deeply insulting: the Prada clip. Yes, technically it's a money clip, but let's not be fooled. It's a glorified paper clip that has gone through an elite marketing treatment. Made of polished sterling silver and with the iconic brand logo laser engraved, this small piece of metal is priced at $185. The truly ironic thing, and perhaps Prada's private joke toward its customers, is that it is designed to hold the bills you just wasted buying it. It's the ultimate accessory for the millionaire who wants to scream to the world that they have so much money that even their office administrative problems are haute couture. It's not a tool. It's a statement of principles, proof that you can sell anything if you put the right label on it. Balenciaga finally admitted it. They are selling trash, and the rich are patiently lining up to buy it. If you thought fashion could no longer surprise you, I present the Trash Pouch. For the modest sum of $1,790, you can carry your most valuable belongings inside a leather bag that looks exactly millimeter by millimeter like a janitor's trash bag from a low-income housing building. The brand's creative director, Demna Gvasalia, openly stated that he loves a fashion scandal, and boy did he achieve it. But this isn't just a bag, it's a massive sociological experiment. It's the way the ultra-rich play at being common while spending 3 months' salary of an average person on an object designed to look like waste. It's the ideal accessory for the tycoon who wants to give the impression that they're taking out the trash, but with a calfskin sheen that can only be appreciated if you get close enough. Your favorite childhood toy, but with a price tag that only a CEO on the Forbes list could ignore while walking barefoot through his living room. We all love Lego, but this classic 2x4 block is not made to build castles in the air, but real financial empires. Made of solid 14-karat gold, this small brick has a value of around $15,000. The curious thing about this object is its origin. It was not born as a commercial product, but as an internal recognition from the company for employees who had dedicated 25 years of absolute loyalty to the brand. However, in the secondary market, it has become the holy grail for luxury collectors. It's dense, it's shiny, and it's the perfect minimalist piece of art for the man who has everything except a reasonable way to spend his annual bonuses. Of course, stepping on this in the middle of the night will not only hurt your foot, but also your net worth. Would you pay for frozen water? It's a rhetorical question, because if you're watching this channel, you know the answer is always, if it's expensive enough, yes. Glade Luxury Ice specializes in selling individually hand-carved ice cubes that promise the ultimate cooling experience. A pack of 50 of these perfect spheres or cubes costs $325. According to the company, their ice is purified in such a way that it has no air or impurities, which ensures that it melts slower and does not alter the taste of your $1,000 drink. But let's be honest for a second. It's sub-zero water. It's the epitome of conspicuous consumption, spending money on something that, by definition, is designed to disappear and become nothing in a matter of minutes. It's the type of purchase you make when you've already conquered the world and simply need to feel that even the cold you touch is superior to everyone else's. Sleeping in the clouds is no longer a poetic metaphor, it's a seven-figure bill that defies the laws of gravity. This bed has no legs, no base, and doesn't touch the ground at all. Thanks to an extremely complex system of industrial rare earth magnets, the bed levitates permanently about 40 centimeters high and is capable of supporting up to 700 kilos of weight without flinching. The price of this magnetic whim is $1.6 million. It was conceived by Dutch architect Jan-Jaap Ruysenaars, who spent 6 years of his life perfecting the technology so it wouldn't look like a cheap magic trick. Although visually impressive, it has one small drawback. It requires 4 steel cables anchored to the corners to prevent the bed from floating away or sticking to the walls due to magnetic force. It is literally spending a fortune to sleep on air, while you hope there's never a power outage that abruptly brings you back to reality. The bottle is gold, but the content is only hydrogen and oxygen, although served at the price of diamonds. The world's most expensive water bottle, the Acqua di Cristallo Tributo a Modigliani, boasts a price of $60,000 for just 750 milliliters. The liquid is a blend of spring waters from the Fiji Islands and France, and even includes 5 milligrams of dissolved 23-karat gold dust. But the real value lies in the packaging, a 24-karat solid gold bottle designed by Fernando Altamirano. Drinking this doesn't just hydrate you, it automatically turns you into a legend of unnecessary spending. It's the ultimate drink for the billionaire who wants to feel the taste of gold running down their throat, reminding them with every sip that they can afford to turn life's most basic resource into its most exclusive. There are people who metaphorically throw money down the toilet, but an Australian company decided it was time to make it a reality. Toilet Paper Man created a roll of toilet paper made with 22-karat gold flakes. The price of this madness? $1.3 million for a single roll. They claim it's 100% safe to use and even comes with a free bottle of champagne to celebrate your purchase, as if that makes the offer more reasonable. It's one of the most absurd objects on our list for one simple reason. Its only purpose is to be destroyed in the most humiliating way possible. It's the ultimate symbol of financial arrogance. The final proof that you've reached a point of wealth where gold, the metal that has caused wars and built empires, ends up in the most undignified place in your home. The perfect writing tool for signing checks that most of us can't even read without feeling dizzy. The Aurora Diamante isn't just a pen, it's a masterpiece of jewelry that happens to write. It's covered in over 30 carats of De Beers diamonds and features a solid gold nib. Only one is made a year to ensure nobody else at the golf club has the same one. Priced at $1.47 million, it's more of a capital investment than a writing instrument. Imagine the absolute stress of someone asking to borrow your pen to jot down a phone number. It's the pen used to sign treaties that change the course of history, or at least billion-dollar divorce settlements. A piece of cardboard that is worth more than an entire collection of classic Ferraris. Logan Paul broke all patterns by purchasing the Pikachu Illustrator card for the astronomical sum of $5.27 million. It is the only one in the world with a perfect PSA 10 rating, making it the unicorn of pop culture. To the rest of the world, it's just a drawing of a yellow mouse, but in the ecosystem of the super rich, it's a financial asset that never stops rising. Logan even wore it around his neck during his WWE debut, protected by a diamond case, of course. It's the perfect example of how modern hype and extreme scarcity can transform a childhood object into the most expensive status symbol of the digital generation. Before revealing the object that takes the prize for total madness, let's take a look at these financial errors that almost made the list. First, the Nordstrom Leather Rock. Literally a garden stone wrapped in leather for $85. The most absurd part is it sold out in hours. Second, the Tiffany & Co. clip, a $400 silver clip, technically more expensive than Prada's, but with less street cred. And third, the Golden Potato, a photograph of an organic potato sold for $1 million to a collector who probably drank too much wine during dinner. 3 examples that marketing can sell ice to a penguin if the packaging is fancy enough. Is it visionary art, or is it simply a dead animal in a $12 million fish tank? We reach the absolute pinnacle of the absurd, the point where wealth stops being enviable and becomes strange. In 1991, artist Damien Hirst presented a 13-foot tiger shark preserved in formaldehyde, titled with infinite pretension, "The Physical Impossibility of Death in the Mind of Someone Living." It was sold to billionaire Stephen Cohen for an estimated $12 million. But here is where the story gets truly ridiculous. The original shark was not well preserved and began to rot, turning the liquid cloudy and the animal's body into a shapeless mass. What do you do when your $12 million work of art decomposes? You buy another shark. In 2006, Hirst had to replace the original specimen with a new one captured in Queensland. So technically, Cohen didn't pay for a lasting physical object, but for an idea, a glass tank, and the maintenance of a spare corpse. It is the ultimate expression that in the upper echelons of luxury, physical reality is optional, and price is simply an abstract concept for people who no longer know what to do with their time or their fortune. A reminder that with enough money, even death is something you can try and fail to bottle. If you've made it this far, I assume you possess the refined taste required to join our select minority. Admission to the club is free. Simply subscribe. Do it now. To make your mind your most valuable asset, I have personally selected these 2 valuable recommendations for you. Knowledge is the only luxury that pays no tax. See you at the top.